Hey everybody, it's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. Welcome to my video today all about cruise ship news happening here in August 2019. Thanks for all of you out there who are supporting this channel. I really appreciate you popping by and picking up items from my RedBubble store and also those of you who are shopping on my Amazon link. Thank you guys very much for your support. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification icon and throw a thumbs up this video if you like it. All right. Let's start with the first story. It has to do with new cruise ships on order. The cruise lines have now got 124 cruise ships on order from shipbuilding companies between now, 2019, and 2027. The value of all the cruise ships that are on order, $70 billion. The average price for a cruise ship is now $591 million. It's unbelievable. Carnival has a total of 21 ships on order for their 9 different cruise lines. So that is unbelievable. Royal Caribbean, 15 different ships on order. MSC, 13 new ships on order. And Norwegian, 11. Just those are the top 4 cruise lines with a massive number of cruise ships on order. There was a time about 15-20 years ago where the largest cruise ship at sea, which was known at that time as the SS Norway, or once was known as the SS France, had approximately 2,000 passengers on board the ship. That was the largest cruise ship at sea from about 95 to 2005. That ship now is average. The average size cruise ship has 2,220 passengers capacity today. So here's a couple of shots of the SS Norway, the largest cruise ship, but look behind it. That's what new cruise ships look like now. Way more decks, way more efficient. The second story I've got for you today is coming out of Alaska. The governor of Alaska, Dunleavy, put a freeze or a veto in place against the Ocean Ranger program. This is where trained professionals from the Coast Guard, U.S. Coast Guard, were placed on board cruise ships to monitor cruise ships in Alaskan waters to make sure they're not dumping illegally and are adhering to all safety standards, in particular air quality, water quality, that type of thing. The governor has been trying to kill this program ever since he got elected. He vetoed the funding transfer to try to stop it. The legislature in Alaska overrode the veto. That's good news. And so the funding has been reinstated. The bad news is the governor, through his spokesperson and his environmental officers, are now talking about reinventing this program. And what they're trying to pull off here is a way to get the monitors off the ships and have the cruise lines self-regulate themselves. Why passengers should be paying $3.5 million a year for a program where the cruise lines are going to regulate themselves, no one knows. Everyone is upset. We're waiting to see if the governor is going to re-veto this funding again to try to get these people off these ships. It's a battle royale in Alaska, and we'll stay on top of it. It's just unbelievable. A little update for you about the story coming out of England with the P&O Britannia cruise ship. This was the ship last week that had a massive brawl on board. It has been nicknamed the Clown Fight. Story now is coming out that fingers are being pointed at the cruise line for aggressively marketing unlimited drink packages to the patrons. A number of people have complained about how intoxicated people got. 15 drinks a day are being allowed to be consumed by these folks, and they are absolutely out of control. The ship staff helpless to stop the belligerence and the violence. It's not good. We'll have to see if that's going to be allowed to continue. Now, the other story I have for you is out of Europe. There are more and more European cities ganging up to try to either limit the number of cruise ships coming into their cities, eliminate them entirely, or heavily change their scheduling. Cities like Venice, Barcelona, Lisbon, Portugal, Palma de Mallorca, and Dubrovnik are all in the front lines of trying to limit the number of cruise ships coming in. Here's a shot of Barcelona to give you an idea. Barcelona is the busiest European port for cruise ships. The funny thing is, they complain about how cruise ships pollute the environment, and when they come into port, they pollute the air. But they, over the years, the last 20 years, have invited more and more ships to come in with all the tourists who are spending the bucks. And you got to wonder, hey, if you're bringing them in and now you're complaining about them, make up your mind. The thing that they aren't doing, and this is an area where environmentalists aren't really talking enough about, is that there's a solution to the problem with regards to overcrowding at these ports, or a solution to pollution issues at these ports. As far as overcrowding goes, schedule the ships on a more efficient basis. Make it 2 a day, 3 a day. You won't have problems like this all the time. But when it comes to air pollution, here's the solution right here. Ship to shore power. If all these ports offered this service, they'd make money on the electricity as a markup, and they wouldn't have as much pollution in the air. It's just not being done. Last story of the day is coming out of the Caribbean. It has to do with the Carnival and Holland America getaway, Half Moon Cay. The property was acquired over 20 years ago by Carnival for about $6 million, and very handy, right nearby the USA, not even a half a day sailing and you're here. But Carnival has announced that they're going to sink $80 million into Half Moon Cay. They're going to add a dock facility, which will eliminate the tender scenario, and people will be able to walk on and walk off the ship at their leisure. But the question is, this doesn't cost $80 million. What is the money really going to be used for? And now the thinking is they may be adding a bunch of features to the property. Say goodbye to these tenders in a couple of years, and maybe you're going to say hello to something like this. Are they going to turn this into a perfect day at Coco Cay like Royal Caribbean did with water slides and wave pools? We don't know. We'll stay on top of the story and see what happens. But there you go, 5 stories that we've been following here at Traveling with Bruce. And thank you for joining me today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up right away. Subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification icon, and we'll keep you posted on what's going on. Thanks for all your support of my channel. We'll talk to you later, everybody. Bye for now.